Think we're rolling. Welcome. If you're watching this back on the VOD, hello. I'm the Tick Cartoon. And I thank you for watching. So you saw by the title, we're going to be playing some Spyro 3. We'll be waiting just a couple of minutes for people to show up, perhaps. If you want, we can just you can just skip ahead to the gameplay. I'll be seeing about including some kind of time skip, perhaps in the comments or in the description or so. But yeah, no, I'm likely to just be silent until people show up, if anyone does. And just in case Twitch is maybe like, hey, you can't just be streaming just to, do nothing and just listen to the music. I'm just gonna go back and forth this a bit. Now I have to say, this menu is just, considering what they did the year prior with the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, this menu system is really underwhelming. Like, Crash got that whole, animated intro to show him going from his old polygonal look to his current one for the Vicarious Visions logo. That was really cool. And, I mean, I think you could skip that, too, if you didn't want to see it, so that way if it ever became, just too intrusive, you have the ability to skip that. Just head straight to the menu. Also had that just menu system where I just had the, themes from each of the 3 separate games. You had that whole, I think, beach area for the original, ice area for the second, and a future area for the third game. Very distinctive, themes for each game to show exactly what kind of things you could expect from each. And it would play the theme song from each of those 3 games whenever you were hovering over the title of that respective game. And it was just phenomenal. And then this, it's like, oh yeah, we have a couple of PNGs of the updated title designs and updated design of Spyro from the box cover of that original game. And I mean, that's cool. That's cool, but it's underwhelming as all heck. It's like the least you could do for a menu, or at least nearly the least. Maybe a step above, but not much more than that. And when Crash having just come right out of the waterworks going the full step it has, seeing a menu like this, But you know what? In the grand scheme of things, it's absolutely fine, because this entire Reignited trilogy just kicks so much. Nah, you know what? Considering YouTube, I'd better not even say, I better not swear. Alright, and about 5 minutes into this stream, and no one's shown up yet, so... yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should just get started. Wait another 30 seconds. Go on that full. At least this music we're listening to kicks butt. No, that doesn't sound as satisfying as saying kicks A. Alright. The reason why we're just playing the third game is because that's just my favorite. That's my absolute favorite. For the longest while, it was the only Spyro game I had as a kid. And I think it's pretty safe to say that within like the Spyro fan community, or just for any fan of the series in general, the one you had as a kid and played the most was definitely going to be your favorite out of the bunch. And for me, that was just the third game. Spyro looked so cool. The gameplay was just a lot of fun back in the day. It's still fun now just to go and try and collect everything. And then I liked playing as all the animal buddies, and like everyone else, you know, I hated money bags. And if you haven't played, not to put any spoilers in here, but it's very cathartic what you do with him at the end. Yeah.
What? Huh? Get her! Stop her!
We managed to capture the eggs, Your Highness. Every last one.
Excellent. Maybe you will amount to something after all.
This could be my nostalgia just talking,
Now go
but
guard
I
the tunnels.
think that
Stop
the
anyone from coming
original way that they had these cutscenes back in the PS1 days were just a lot more effective. You know, I just feel like they had a lot more weight to them. When things got serious, things felt serious with the music and the instrumentation choices,
The holes came
the
out on
weight
the
of
other
the
side of the
characters.
dragon world. We found some of the eggs, but they were too heavy to carry back.
The other side of the world?
The Forgotten Realms.
Timing between
Spyro,
each piece of
you'll have to
dialogue as
go.
well.
Nobody else can fit down the holes.
Yeah, come on, let's go!
Find the eggs and bring them back, Spyro. You're our only chance.
You got it. Boom. And here we are at the Sunrise Spring Home. Oh, it's so beautiful. There's nothing quite like playing this again. I remember the first time I went through the Reignited Trilogy, I decided to go in order with the games. And like trying to 100% each one of them as I went. And by the time I reached here, I actually started to cry a little bit. Seeing my childhood look this updated and beautiful with this really well recomposed music, it was just so great. Especially when this is just pretty great soundtrack and just a pretty great level in and of itself. So, in the original game, they had a reason for there being, like, just all of these gems scattered about. According to the game's manual, villain of that game, Nasty North, turned, like, all these gems that the dragons had into, like, minions and stuff. So, I mean, there it kinda had a reason, it kinda made sense. Now it's just, like, a staple, and there's really no reason for it, but yet, it's so much fun that why should we even really complain? Like, it's a small problem. Like, yeah, maybe it's something you should rectify again someday. But even if you don't now, it's fun enough that it makes up for any problems you have. Or at least that I have. Oh man. This first egg is just out here in the open. Whoever henchman hid that one, yeah, no, I don't think they were sticking around this plane for long.
Hi, Spyro.
This
To look
earthly
left or
plane.
right, use the right stick. To quickly center the camera behind you, tap the center camera button. You can also look all around by pressing the action button.
You ever wonder if, like, back in the day when these kinds of game tutorials were common, and that when characters in the universe were like saying, "Oh, you can press this button to do this action."
You're the one in charge of rescuing the eggs, huh?
You ever wonder if, like, the character you're playing as is like,
sad.
"What the hell
Look
are
here,
you
dragon.
talking about?"
If you know what's good for
Buttons
you, you'll turn
to
around
what?
and crawl back into that hole you
I don't
came
know what
through.
you're talking
Those
about.
eggs belong to
How
us
am I
now,
supposed
and I've hidden them
to
in
press
places
some
you'll
kind of
never
button
find
to
in
look
1,000
around? I can
years.
just use my
Besides,
eyes for
even
that.
if
What
you
are
could
you
find any
talking
eggs,
about?
Our expertly trained armies would hunt you down and take them back.
Because, I mean,
Do
in
I
universe,
make
it just
myself
wouldn't make
clear?
much sense. It only
I
makes
find you
sense
here
that there's
again,
some kind of
I am
fourth
going to be
dimensional
very
being just
angry, and you won't
taking
like me
control
when I'm
or
angry.
something. You know, someone like me, perhaps? Which, I mean, thankfully, I understand. And since I'm controlling Spyro, it works out for him as well, but he doesn't know that. He doesn't know either one of those things. It's been over a year since I last played this, barring my attempts at streaming this last night, which will not be going up on YouTube because I could only stream for less than 10 minutes at a time, and that's just not worth putting up.
Yo, Spyro! I just found one of those portal thing-in-the-jigs that leads to a different world.
So this
You'll
is
have to
Hunter.
glide to get across to it.
He
Press
first
the jump
appeared
button, then
in
press jump
the
again
game
while you're in
before
the air to
this.
glide.
For
Just
those of
follow
you
me.
who haven't played any of the Spyro games, yeah, he's kind of aloof a bit, I guess I would say. Definitely a bit of a bro. He actually came from this, like, entirely separate dimension called Avalar. And as far as why he's here and he decided to leave Avalar, yeah, no, not explained. In the last game, Spyro's whole thing was like, at the start of the game, he wanted to go to Dragon Shores. He was kind of sucked into the Avalar dimension. And then he was like trying to kick the bad guys' butt while there, and then just go home. Or at least go to where he was planning to go on vacation to. Yeah, now that he's here, you know, why Hunter joined, how Hunter joined, not shown in that game, not explained in this one. He's just here. I mean, you know, it's pretty cool that he's here, though. Yeah, if you haven't noticed, I'm definitely trying to 100% this
Your
game.
game camera is currently in passive mode. This mode requires you to manually control the camera. If you like, I can change the game camera to active mode. In active mode, the camera adjusts its...
Nah,
Okay, I won't change.
I feel like I need that control. Egg of the game. Or at least this was the hardest egg of the game for me back when I first played the original when I was a small kid. Because what you have to do is you have to head bash this rock right here. And I don't mean, you know, charging it like that. No, that, as you can see, that didn't work. That was just unbeknownst to me back then. I had no idea Spyro could do that. Now they do show in an early level where you can play as Sheila the kangaroo. That is a move you can do. You just jump and then press the triangle button. The thing is, though, you don't have that for Spyro. And they do make sure to point out that just because, you know, one character has this move, that doesn't mean Spyro can either. You know, so like Sheila, semi-spoilers, I suppose. But what she can do is she can, like, jump, and then when she lands again, she can, like, jump again for an even higher time in the air. I mean, like, Spyro, he can't do that. So, if Sheila can go ahead and do that whole, like, bash move herself, why would I have thought Spyro could as well? Especially when they don't have a tutorial to do that. Like, that's, like, the one thing here that they don't explain. That's something you have to look up in the manual. And another thing is that you don't ever have to do that move as Spyro again at any point in the game, as far as I can remember. I know you don't have to do it for any other egg as Spyro. Yeah, so no, that egg just eluded me for forever as a kid. I did have the manual of the game back in the day, but was I ever gonna read that thing? No, no way. Especially when I didn't, you know, think I would need to. I had known all the moves back then, or at least I had thought I did, so why bother reading the manual? You know, I only like those things just to sift through the pages with my fingers. Well, of course I'm gonna sift through my fingers, but, you know, just feel the pages between my fingers. I was going to, you know, just look at all the nice pictures as I went along, but I wasn't, you know, gonna read anything in depth through in that manual. Nah, are you kidding?
To get the best
Like a
glide,
7-year-old
press the jump
doing
button
that?
again at
No
the
way.
very top of your
No
jump.
way.
I saw something shiny in that cave over there. Let's go check it out. You can get there by hovering. To hover, just press the action button at the end of your glide. Oh, I almost forgot. I found this egg.
Oh, you just forgot that? I think that would have been important information to know earlier, Hunter. Come on, man. I just did a bunch of extra work for seemingly nothing. Not cool, dude. Hopefully the last of the gems are in here, because the biggest problem in trying to 100% Spyro is that, at least for me, you're going to, like, miss, like, a single red or a single green gem just somewhere random in the world because you just overlooked it at the time. And, yeah, no, that's not fun because some of these levels are pretty big and, pretty spacious.
This is a Superfly power-up, Spyro. Whenever
And
you
you're
walk
just
through
gonna have
any
to just
power-up
comb
that looks
every
like this one,
inch of that
it will allow
level
you
just to
fly
look
for
for
a
this
while.
one red gem or one green gem, or sometimes you'll be missing like 5 gems and it's like, well, am I missing one blue gem or am I missing like 2 greens and a red? Like, how many am I missing and of what color are they? And you just don't know. That is all the eggs. How many gems do we still need? 5. Yeah. Like I was saying, you're gonna be... Oh, there's a green. So we're probably looking for either another green and a red. Yep, there's our red. So probably somewhere. with all this grass, it's probably not going to be an easy time to find it. If it wasn't for Sparks helping us in grabbing these gems, yeah, no, this would just be way more complicated. Ah, here we go. Blending right in right there. Yeah, another thing, well, not another thing, but one thing that I think they definitely dropped the ball on in these remakes, yeah, just these menus. Like, back in the originals, they were like little atlas books, and they would flip through the pages for each of the worlds that you would visit. And now, it's just kind of like a simple little border thing, you know? It's just not as good. It's not. They have the ante with so many other things in this, in the remakes for all three of these games. Visually, orchestrally. I mean, some things are a bit of a downgrade, but I mean, for the most part, it's amazing. But yeah, no, the menus, they just flat out suck.
I'm late for a dinner party at the Tiki Lodge, and the portal to my home just stopped working. Maybe the portal will reactivate after a few more dragons hatch.
You know, I'm sure for any child who played this game, you know, first, Reignited style, this guy is fine. But having played the original, they just really... I just don't like it as much. I just don't like this guy as much. He's got pupils and actual eyes instead of just like holes, because he's supposed to be just like a stone kind of dude. His arms were, you know, like pretty thick, and he really couldn't put them down in the original. And now he just kind of, now he's just like an Australian tiki dude. And if you played the original games and you know what I'm talking about, maybe you agree.
Press the charge button to dive underwater.
Yeah,
then,
no.
when you're under the surface,
for these
hold down
redesigns,
charge again to
they
charge
dropped the
underwater.
ball with those tiki guys, I feel. But they really upped the ante with these seal guys, I feel. They look pretty good. They look really good. Little Whiskers are a great
You go
touch.
find some more of those dragon eggs? I bet this portal would start working again.
Fun fact about the seals from the original. At least I assume it's a fun fact. Citation needed, but in the original game, those seal guys were voiced by the same voice actress as Ashley Graham from Resident Evil 4. Or if not, then their voice actors sounded so similar.
Funny to see you here. Why, I haven't seen you since we defeated Ripto in Avalar. Well, my business went into a slump after you left,
okay.
so I came
sure thing,
here
buddy.
and struck up a nice deal with the local sorceress. Lovely woman she is. Seems to be very fond of dragons, too. I'm getting paid a fortune to keep Sheila the kangaroo locked up. This pesky animal must have been causing a lot of trouble for that poor sorceress. I suppose
Well,
I
at
could
least he is a proper
accidentally
villain
let
this
the
time
kangaroo
around.
Escape. If you were to pay me, say,
A small fee. Yeah, get used to those words, everybody, because he's going to be saying them quite a bit in this adventure.
Ah, Spyro, I love your sweet naivete.
Pretty much the only
kind-hearted
reason we
nature
need
might be
gems
your
in the
downfall
first place,
someday.
but he's
But for the
such
time
a jerk
being,
about it. I don't want to pay this dude anything. Gives me a progression just because he can.
I hope you appreciate this favor I'm doing in letting you out.
That's good of you, mate. No hard feelings, eh?
Right. After all,
Well, they really
just
improved
doing my
Sheila's
job.
design. Before, she was kind of a standard kangaroo in design, nothing really special about her, but
I reckon
now
you'll be
they've
one of them
added
dragons
hair
then.
for her.
Yeah,
She's a
Spyro.
very cute
Never thought I'd
ginger.
see one. You
And they
dragons
gave
used to
her
rule
like
this
one of those
entire world, you know?
stereotypical
Then all of a
Australian
sudden you
vests
left.
and belt combinations.
Dragons used to live here,
Didn't you know? They say it was
She
over
looked
1,000
very nice,
years
very
ago,
well
I think.
redesigned.
and they just left?
Yeah, and the weird thing is, after they left, all the magic in the world just sort of went with them. I mean, they say this world used to have magic coming out of the wazoo. Flying ships, singing forests, wishing stones, you name it. But when the dragons left, it all just dried up.
Is that why some of the portals don't work?
Yeah, they're starting to fade out too, one by one.
Yeah, you know, they
Well,
kind of just
I gotta
breezed
get back
through
home and do
this
some damage
dialogue
control.
a little bit
Come
here.
visit anytime
Maybe they
you
did
like.
that in the original too, but I don't know. I feel like it was a little bit better paced for them. Sorry if I'm just complaining away, or if it. Yeah, no, I guess I should just hold my tongue on these things. It certainly does sound like, oh, this game just sucks. It's nothing compared to the original. No, I don't believe that at all. Like, this is still really well done. Don't get me wrong on that. Everything I'm complaining about, I'm just viewing as nothing more than a nitpick. Still is not taking away from this game in the majority aspect.
Thanks again, Spyro. Now I have to find out what
Sorry.
that nasty sorceress has done to my home while I was locked up.
Yep.
Hiya,
Rec Room is
Sheila.
finished
While you were
installing its
gone, a
updates.
bunch of Rhinox kicked us out of our houses. It's okay, though. Bobby, Pete, and I are working on a clever plan to take them back.
Is that Cam Clark? I really want to say these goats are voiced by Cam Clark. I couldn't recognize it at first, but like near the end of that last sentence.
Follow Bobby and Pete up there using your air hop. It's easy. Just press the jump button again at the top of your jump.
Dude, yes. If that's not Cam Clark, I will be surprised. Citation needed. Feel free to put in the comments. You know, something about it. Oh, I forgot about this update. They changed each of the horns on these guys to make them look a bit different. Nice color too. Oh, that's really good. They all look the exact same. Yeah, so this is like something Sheila can just go ahead and smash, just like how Spyro can. Except they actually teach you how to do that here, Sheila. And they never do it as Spyro.
You can get up really steep cliffs like this one with your double jump. Press the jump button.
So either you had
then
to
press
have
it
played
again
the second
exactly
game,
when you hit the ground
which I
to do
didn't
a
back
double
in the
jump.
day.
Once you've mastered it, you can go anywhere you want.
Or you had to look it up in the manual. Or you just had to experiment with button combos as Spyro. All of which I was too stupid to do as a kid. And I also just didn't, you know, ever come across Spyro 2 as a kid.
Ah, home at last. Here, I was saving this to make an omelette, but I think you deserve it more.
Oh. It's a good thing he wasn't, you know, putting that as an omelet. Making an omelet out of that, I mean. Eh. Even if he did crack the egg open, though, like, it was fully, you know... The dragon was fully formed. It just would have fallen out by that point, right? It's not like it would have been, like, half a yolk or an embryo or anything.
Last time we tried to get past this moose, he knocked Billy clean through a wall.
He knocked
If you
Billy
don't mind,
clean through
we'll
a
just hang
wall.
out here while you give him a good kicking.
Oh, he had a little hat on his one antler. Oh, that was cute. Oh, that's a nice touch. I still don't feel bad about it though. Look what he did to Sparks. Sparks is blue now. And for any of you who haven't played Spyro before, this little dragonfly hovering around us is named Sparks, and he's our life bar. We get hit once, he goes from yellow to blue. One more time, he goes from blue to green. And next hit, he'll disappear. And after that, If you get hit again, you're dead.
Don't worry, I'll just keep kicking this rock until it breaks. Hey Sheila, let's play a joke.
So you really have like 4 hits to go through before you ever die.
I need to get him back for the last time he butted me off the cliff.
Janae. That was the most pathetic chicken dance I've ever seen. Kid has a long ways to go if he's gonna make a career out of that. Nope. Not today.
Those Rhinox have taken over. There'll be no stopping them unless we can smash their huts. They're too big to smash with your kick attack, though. Try using your stomp attack to smash them instead. I'll confuse the Rhinox with taunts while you stomp their huts, okay? You remember how to stomp, don't you? Just jump.
Oh, I remember Stomp, the group. They were pretty big at one point in time. Well, they were like mid-sized, well known, if that makes any sense. Like, oh yeah, those guys who just make a bunch of like music and stuff by just like hitting their feet against things or just banging into random pieces of metal. Here we go. Remember when this first came out, people were saying, oh man, there's just so many like game-breaking glitches or something with Year of the Dragon that will just negate you out of like 100% progression unless you start the game all over again. And I played this relatively early on. I did end up like 100%ing the first 2 games early on, like before any patches were really gone out. Like it was within like the first week of its release, I think. And all I can say is I was very fortunate enough to not encounter any one of those game-breaking glitches. I did encounter one glitch. Thankfully, it wasn't until near the end.
Sheila? Oh, you can have this egg I found in my house.
But it's so near the end. Do I even really... Should I even really say what... Nah, for any of you who haven't played through Spyro games before, or haven't played through 3 at least, no, I don't think I'm gonna say. It's so near the end that it just kinda enters some, like, spoilery things. Not for story, but satisfaction-wise. And poor phrasing, but I hope you understand what I'm meaning by that. Or at least that you can respect that kind of thing, because, oh, let me tell you. If
you ever forget how to control a character or vehicle, just go to the pause menu and select
There's
control.
just one thing near the end that's just so satisfying, and I'm sure anyone who has played through this game before knows exactly what I'm talking about. And we are done with yet another level. Alright, we're making good progress in this. Oh, that looks so weird. Kangaroos were not meant to fly, you guys. That is why nature did not give them wings. Right, so the main reason to go through each level is because once you finish the level and you go through the end portal,
Your game camera, if you like.
Zoe, I'm fine.
Okay,
I'm fine. Thank you for your concern, Zoe, but I like controlling the camera. It's because you need one person from each
Spyro.
world
If you
to
bring
take
someone
you
back from each
and
of the 5
to the
worlds,
next
we'll have enough weight to pull down
next
this
area.
balloon for you.
Yeah, Sheila explained. So she counts as 1. So we need to go through 4 more levels, and as you can see, we're gonna be recruiting a seal guy from an aquatic-based area. We're gonna be getting a tiki guy from a. It'll be like a lava-themed kind of.
I'm late for it.
Yes. Yes, we know. You're late for. I'm late for a party at the Tiki Lodge. Just to give this 100% train roll, and we're going to go to the Cloud Spires next. This is like a sky-based kind of level. So we're recruiting someone from here, and then we'll recruit someone from the next level, Sunset Vista. That one's like a doesn't really have a theme, like a traditional video game kind of theme to it, other than Greece, I think. Maybe it's Rome. One of the two. Probably Rome. Yeah, it's not. It's definitely not traditional. It's very unique. Yeah, this is still kind of like a sky kind of level, even if they do kind of have it like, oh, but this is like a weather making factory, or at least a cloud making
The
factory.
Rhinox have shut down our cloud generator, and I may never see a rainbow again.
And I may never see a rainbow again. I always know I miss like a few gems every time I go through this level.
If my wings were big and strong like yours, I could easily glide
Expect me
past
just
you.
to like have to travel all around at some point to find the last few gems when we're near the end of this one. So, not every enemy can be flamed to death, because some of them wear metal armor, which I guess absorbs the heat and protects them from like the full front of it. Which I guess, if we're going in reality, that probably doesn't really make sense. But I don't know, maybe it's like the knockback associated with the heat. So we have to just charge enemies like that. It's also why we charge these things. These don't break their heat.
The metal armor those enemies are wearing protects them from your dragon flame. If you hold down the charge button, you can defeat them with your charge attack.
Right. Thanks, Zoe, for reiterating everything I was just explaining in concisely fewer words. And then some enemies are too big for a charge attack, so we just flame those guys, and it's easy pickings. Oh, I think another move Spyro has, if I'm remembering correctly, is he can do a dodge roll. And that's yet another move that this game does not teach you. So I mean, like, manuals, man. Just, they want you to read them manuals to figure everything out, or just, you know, experiment with buttons. But I know I didn't. Yeah, imagine being a kid and, like, you know, needing to read manual to figure out all your moves. But you picked up a used copy at, like, some kind of used game store, and that just didn't have the manual inside the case with it. Like, what the heck are you supposed to do? I guess the only thing left to do would be to experiment on your own, but if I'm anything to go by, you know, a kid's not necessarily going to be smart enough to figure everything out, and some things are just going to be way more challenging as a result. That just sucks, man.
Well, well, if it isn't my favorite dragon. The
You
sorceress
again.
has put me in charge of guarding these bellows. However, I
Oh,
might
yeah,
look the
of
other
course.
way if I was distracted.
This guy has
Counting
absolutely
gems.
no loyalty to anything other than money.
Oh, yes. Precious, precious gems. Well then, Spyro, you may now
Eh.
use the bellows anytime you wish. Best of luck on your little egg hunt.
You freaking. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Remember, to get your longest glide, press the jump button at the very top of your jump, and use the action button to hover at the end of your glide.
Thank you, Zoe. Don't worry though, I'm a seasoned veteran. I don't really need a reminder for something as simple as gliding. Alright, and we're at the end of the level. Our levels aren't typically too long unless you want to go ahead and just pick up the gems, find all the collectibles. But if you just want to get to the end of a stage, it will take you like anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes, I feel. It's not very long at all.
The Rhinox must have been using this thing to clog up the cloud generator.
Henry. And there he went off into the portal. And now you may be wondering, what the heck is this thing here? Well, it's just the acknowledgement that this is like another like bonus room you can go into.
Our sun has gone out. We can make a new one with our lava.
You see one of those
fusion
things,
cauldron and
it'll
3
just be an
sun
optional
seeds.
kind of area.
Keep burning out before we can get them
Typically
in the pot.
contains some kind of challenge for you to get another dragon egg in this case.
Step on the switch to get a fresh sun seed and keep
And,
flaming it
of course,
until you get
find
it
more
into the
gems.
pot.
It's not like one dragon egg per area, per bonus area, I should say, for each of these things. At least some of them. Like, I know this room will only have one dragon egg, but I think the next one has 2 for you. Alright, are there any more gems up on these walkways? I think so. I think that's all the gems in here. So all we need to do now is just guide these little sun seeds over to this generator. And this doofus wants to take the long way around for reasons that I will never know. Aside from additional video game challenge. Because I don't know. Definitely a memorable segment because it's pretty early on, I think. Oh, come on. They do the Dragon Ball fusion dance and become one.
Now that's what I call a sun.
Because if there's like an actual name for Dragon Ball fusion dance, I don't know what it is. I don't watch Dragon Ball. I've never watched a single episode of Dragon Ball. I'm just trying to use what I've heard about the series just to help me out here. I'm sorry if if you're a fan of Dragon Ball and I just come across as just really dumb. I don't know what I'm talking about.
We usually wake up our rain cloud at the crack of dawn, but these mischievous spirits are stopping our bells from ringing.
Oh no. Alright, so from what I've found, it's just a bit difficult to get all these guys in just one loop, but can we do it? Can we do it? 4. Come on. Yeah, boy! Maybe they just eased it up for this remake, I don't know. I'm certainly not complaining if that's the case. I'm so happy.
This, Dad? It fell out of the belfry.
I would make some kind of joke there about like bats in the belfry, but I don't think there's a way you could spin that for a dragon and have it come across as anything other than awkward. Right, so these are thieves, and they've stolen a dragon egg. They're kind of returning from the first game. Yeah, because in the first game you had thieves with dragon eggs back then, except those didn't hatch like these ones do. And then they were just omitted from the second game entirely because you were in a different dimension. No dragon eggs to be found anywhere in that game. Because apart from you, there were no dragons. But this being, you know, a plot fully centered around retrieving all the dragon eggs, it only makes sense for those guys to come back. And we all hate him, and I know I especially did as a kid, because I would always just like chase after them in like the exact path that they traveled on. I didn't try to cut corners or anything, because that was just the kind of child I was back then. And yeah, needless to say, they just really eluded me for like the longest time whenever I would find one. Also thought, oh, no, I have to charge into them and consider using my flame breath as like an extra little way to extend my reach to get them. But yeah, no, once I figured that, I was like, oh my gosh, this saves me so much time! So much time. So much easier now. And I did not look back since, because that was just unnecessary frustration I was putting myself through. What a stupid child I was. So very, very stupid. Alright, hopefully that the last of the... No! No. Oh, wait. There's a gem right there. Alright, this should be the last dragon egg. Look at that! He made a little ring. That one's going places, unlike that stupid chicken dancer. That guy needed a lot more practice. This guy that we just hatched, I think he's ready. He's ready. He's a bit of a prodigy, that one. Alright, so I think... Sorry, I'm fine. I think there's supposed to be a way Sparks can point out any gems he missed in this game. I don't remember what button or button combination it was, though. It's not the D-pad. Doesn't seem the any of the shoulder buttons. Maybe it's just an exclusive move to the first game? Oh! Oh wait, no, of course. No, yeah, Sparks can do that, but only after you beat one of his stages. Right. Right. It's like a special power he gets. And you can't play those levels until you've gone on to the next world, or you've at least beaten the boss in the world you're in. Right. So yeah, no, he's not gonna give any help in that respect. Which of his 4 levels did you have to beat for him to get that power? I don't remember. One thing's for certain though, we're not leaving until we find this last. It's probably a single blue gem we're missing. If I had to take a stab at it. And I feel like we would have found at least, you know, like a green, maybe like a red or something by now if it was, you know, a situation like that. I am suspecting it's going to be a blue. Excuse me. Yeah, that's definitely a downside to these bonus rooms, I feel. Because that's just an entirely separate area for you to try and traverse as well. And they're not exactly connected to the main world, so I mean, you're gonna have to go out your way to go back to these, and then go and search through them as these as well. If you're missing another gem, and even still, it's got the same problem as like, you know, main section of the level, where you could just be roaming around the whole place and still just overlook the gem, and then you leave thinking, oh, it's just not here. And it's just, yeah, no, I'm glad that they do have that ability for Sparks to point out missing gems, but man, with it going so late in the game, and with how I like to roll with things, and just trying to get all the gems in one fell swoop if I can, just not jiving for me, you know? Look at me using 70s slang. The 70s started 50 years ago, dude. How old are you? Yeah, I have yet to figure that out myself. So I mean, just cool it with your harsh vibes, Daddy-o. I can speak in whatever manner I choose to, good sir. What, are you now from the 1800s? Absolutely I am. It's gotta be. What is it? Where am I missing the... I don't know. In this level for, what is it, nearly 20 minutes now, and I feel like at least it's going to be at least close to 10 trying to find just this last blue gem. Everything else has been a cakewalk. This is just the hardest part. It always is, though. Finding that last gem is always the hardest part. Oh yeah, once you get the main objective completed, you typically get some way to go from like the very beginning of the level all the way back to the end. You know, a nice little shortcut. Yeah, the developers really knew what they were doing a lot of the time for this game. It's one of the reasons why it's so... Sorry, it's one of the reasons why it's among my top 10 favorite games. Now, why did I... Yeah, that's some good thinking right there, Tick. You know, just going like a single circle back to check out an area you know doesn't have the new gem. Top-notch thing. Top-notch. Sometimes I really think I'm just losing it mentally. Oh man. I had to have searched like every facet, every area. Why can't I find this last gem? What is going on? Where have I just not been looking? What am I missing? Apart from a brain. I wish I had someone watching the stream to really tell me if they've seen it, and I'm just doing a big dump. I would at least expect to have seen like it shining off in the distance or something, like I did when I was like flying over from that ledge over to here, the first go around, or even just, you know, from here over to that little ledge beneath me right over there. What I, you know, and that was like one of the last two gems. No, nothing. This main area, it has to be in a bonus area. Where is it? Something around here, because I swear I got all the gems in the Sunseed. I mean, this area is big enough that I might have just overlooked it here. Right? Right? Maybe I'll get a better view with Alright. Stream. I'm only streaming for 2. I'll check the Sunseed area once more, and if I still haven't found it after that search, then I really don't want to. I'll call it for this area, so that way we can actually experience like a couple more levels on this stream. Because this gem hunt has been going on for long enough as it is. Oh my god. Of course it was right. It's moments like those that just really frustrate you. Well, really frustrate me. Dear God, come on. Alright, well, at least we found it. We're able to 100% the level. Still on that 100% run. Because how can I go through Spyro and not? Spyro's just one of those game series I just can't help but not 100%. Oh yeah. I forgot. After you complete a couple levels, you get a little bonus midway cutscene. For there.
Look out, Hunter. It's the scary sorceress.
I warned you already. This place isn't safe for small dragons and pussycats.
Oh, thanks, but I think we can look after ourselves.
I'm not a pussycat, am I, Spyro? I'm not a yellow belly coward.
Come back when you finish witch school, okay? Say, is it just me, or is she kind of cute when she's angry?
Can you say shoehorning a bit of a love interest with Hunter right there? I mean, Bianca's cute, for certain. But that was probably the wrong way to go about starting off the fact that she and Hunter are likely to get together. Because that dialogue right there didn't confirm that they would, especially with this game having come out in the 90s when that kind of thing was just common. Then I don't know what else would cement their relationship. Oh, great. I'm gonna check the skill book. Yeah, I was thinking that there was something here. Yeah. Flame all the trees. Let's do that.
Oh my! Can you help
Oh
us?
my!
Hordes
Oh
of
my!
ferocious Rhinox have overrun our town and kidnapped the mayor.
I don't know about anyone else, but they kind of sound Spanish a little bit, despite this being a vastly different country. I mean, this is like Rome or Greece. No, that'd be. No, this would be Rome, right? I mean, yeah, the Rhinoc armors look like something out of like old Roman
Just
warrior
let me catch my
armor
breath,
sets.
and then I'll kick that other guy's butt.
And then like the togas mixed with like the what are those, like olive leaves on their heads? Like that's like a staple of like ancient Rome, at least as far as, you know, like stereotypes go. Yeah, this would be more like ancient Italy than Spain. Alright, so it's gonna be this level that introduces us to one of Spyro's, like, definitely more popular, more well-known little, like, side games he's ever had. Like, all this platforming is great,
You'll have to flame
And
him
it's
using
so much
the
fun.
attack button.
Well, a nice little side thing every now and again is pretty good. Crash was doing it. Spyro was pretty much the equivalent to a Crash. Equivalent, but opposite. I guess the same would be opposite yet equal? Yeah, that's the same. So, why not have him, you know, take a stab at some, like, alternate means of gameplay, right? Another egg just down in the open. It probably left by the same guy who decided to, you know, leave out that first egg. Just think that was a good hiding spot. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, right, buddy. At least this one was converted, though. So it had that going for it. Which really isn't saying much, because, you know, Spyro's just kind of OP against these guys. Come on in, Sheila.
Hey,
Yeah, so if
Spyro,
you
there are
visit this
Rhinox
place before you
everywhere.
free Sheila,
Maybe I
there's
can
like
find
a
some peace and quiet
different
at the top of this tower.
message there from like the sorceress saying something along the lines of Sheila's been a very naughty girl or something like that. So they'll have like this entire area just kind of blocked off from your progression until you actually free her. You don't have to go and play through her level, I don't think, before you can, you know, play this. But yeah, no, you definitely have to at least pay my bags first.
I have lost my love. She's being guarded by evil Rhinox at the top of yonder tower. Can you rescue her for me?
Yeah, I suppose I can. Fine. Oh yeah, this was always an area that just, you know, really hit their gems well for me for a while. Well, always does, I should say. But yeah, no, I always miss like a red or a green gem here and then just spend, you know, more time than I really should trying to find it. I still think there's like a little secret outpost somewhere. Hopefully I'll remember where it is, so that way I get the gems. As for where it is, I don't really remember. I know you guys can't feel it, but like the knockback that you can feel in the controller from it vibrating when you hit those guys. Oh, that's so gratifying. So gratifying, so satisfying. Oh, there it is. I thought it was up here. I just forgot it was that high up. Alright. Yeah, no, this is the climbing tower section. Alright, so might have been the last of the enemies here. No, might have been. Citation. Nope. And it's like they're adding one additional enemy for every 4 you ascend. Wow. done. Hopefully I didn't miss any things here. Now look at that attitude.
Marco sent you here. I've got a restraining order against him.
Oh, Marco. Confirmed creeper. There's a stalker. Also, did you get her name? She's called Rapunzel, and we ascended a tower to rescue her. Do you get it? Do you get? Do you get it? Do you get it? I think I get. Do you get it? I get it. Do you? Sorry if that killed your ears. I don't know how loud that will be. He deserves probably more than that. Also, does that mean the Rhinox were just guarding her? Like they didn't have anything to do with the sorceress themselves? I mean, the Rhinox here are definitely sorceress, but... Maybe we were the bad guys in that situation. Nah, we were still rescuing a stolen dragon. Egg is fine. And who knows? Maybe she did hire the Rhinox, but she had an egg, so they were like, oh, kill two birds with one stone. We get paid, and we do our job for the sorceress as well. I don't know. No! One of Sunset Vista's famous giant chickens! Oh. Oh, we have someone in the chat. Oh, well, hello. I'm glad you can make it.
Thanks for the help, but I think I could have worn him down sooner or later.
Oh, I'm sure you could have, Horace. I'm very sure you could have. I don't know why I did that. Oh. Well, we got a giant rhino guy here. Giant chicken he was chasing is gone. Got a giant chicken leg in his... Oh no! He ate it! What has this world come to where anyone will just eat chicken whenever they please?
As mayor, I ordered you with one of our famous giant chicken eggs.
Sanders. And... chicken egg? He's in a chicken net.
I'm sorry. That was the ugliest chicken I've ever seen.
Do you get it? Why he was called Sanders in a place where they have a bunch of chicken? All of a sudden, I feel like I could go for some KFC. But I don't know why.
Hey, Spyro. I found this gladiator.
All right, are you ready to get gnarly?
It also makes for a pretty cool skate park. Care for a test of your boarding skills?
It's time for some hot 90s boarding action, as was the style at the time.
If you want some boarding tips from the master.
Spyro skateboarded. I think Crash had like a wakeboard in the second game, and that's kind of close. Sure, why not? It's close enough. Yeah, no. There's one thing about the 90s that everyone should try to remember, is that skateboarding and Tony Hawk were the absolute rulers of the time period. Yeah. don't get why those guys don't burrow underground when I'm on the skate. They'll do it when I'm on foot. It doesn't really make much sense to me. It's almost like they want to be killed in this kind of skateboarding challenge. So long, whoever showed up. Thanks for tuning in for as long as you did. All by myself. Don't want to be all by myself. Yeah, I feel like this skateboarding area is gonna be another section where we could just miss a couple gems and not even really know. Whoa. I should have hit that wall and crashed. What the heck happened? I don't really understand what happened with that, but alright. Well, whatever, I'll take it. Where's the other? There he is. Nope. Come on. There we go.
Hey, that was great! And while you were boarding, I found this in a lizard burrow.
Oh, well, that's good. Good job, Hunter. Even though you were totally just standing around this whole time, you liar.
Alright, if you can catch all the lizards before time expires without wiping out, I might be able to scrounge up another egg.
You say
Not
that
gonna
like
be
you
easy,
already
though.
have, man. Are you hiding
him,
something from
Spyro.
me? Why are you hiding my progression of trying to rescue my species behind this stupid skateboarding challenge, Hunter? What is your end goal here? I don't trust the Hunter guy. May have been our friend before, but I think something's happened since. I don't think he took that blow to the head too kindly. Really, first encountering Bianca. I don't think he took to her too well at all. Perhaps some kind of hypnotism spell, or that just fall back onto his head, caused something to just shake loose. Who can say? All I know is that I'll just have to keep my eye on him because, well, I don't have anything to say that he would, do something like that. I also don't have anything to say at this point that he wouldn't. I think our last two lizards are just over here, right? No. I must have gotten those first. Oh wait, no. What are you talking about? Here they are. And there we are.
Oh, that was sweet! And look, there was another egg in the lizard burrow.
Did you not find that the first time? Are burrows, are lizard burrows that deep? Oh, right. I was about to say, where am I missing an egg? Because I know there should be more. Right. I remember now. Yeah, so you can ride or skateboard, and you might have been thinking, oh, well, why haven't you been doing any tricks on it then? Like, that's pretty dumb for like a skateboarding section to do, not have you do any tricks. It's not the case though. I just didn't perform them early. Now, I don't remember exactly how to perform all the tricks. But I do remember how to do some. Let's see. And the reason why I'm doing these here right now, even though it doesn't constitute in me earning the dragon egg, is because it is part of a it's like a skill point if you can get a high score. I don't remember what the high score was, but oh, but I know like after we perform one run for the score, we can I think we'll see what the high score is. If we haven't beaten it, then we can certainly try to. Ah, frick. Alright. Nice. We did it. Alright, so I think we're done here. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say there aren't any more gems in there. Hopefully I'm right. We will see though. Oh my gosh, look at that! The giant chicken! He survived!
A chicken turned up. I hope it's not the only one left.
Yeah, I think it is. I don't think you ever see any other giant chickens showing up at any other point. Yeah, I think that's the last one. Oh! Oh, we got someone joining the stream! Welcome! I'm sorry, pal, but if you were joining and hoping that you didn't miss much, unfortunately, we've been going for over an hour and 20 minutes, and we're actually just about done with Sunset Vista, and we've completed a couple other levels as well. I'm really sorry, man. There was the last of the eggs in this level. Looks like we're on the hunt for just another gem or two. And then we'll be finished up here.
We showed those two bullies. If they hadn't outnumbered me 2-1, I'd have finished them off ages ago.
Oh. So long, viewer. Doesn't seem to be any gems here. Are you ready for Gem Hunt Part 2? I'm not. It's gonna take up even more time. Also, I think we still have yet to, flame all the trees here, so I'm gonna have to find out where that last tree is. Yeah, no, don't worry, we're not skateboarding yet. I'm just trying to look around, see if we can miss a gem or something. Skateboard's just way faster. Gonna fix that in post. Sorry, don't really know why that crashed. Technically, this is my second reboot. I'll probably fix it in post, so that way I'm just omitting the first one because that lasted for not even 10 seconds. Nothing happened in those few seconds either, so don't worry about you missing out on anything. Oh. Yeah, and then running right into the grass, so I mean, there you go there. Didn't know that it wasn't just hiding out in bonus level. We got all those drugs. Don't worry about that. So we'll probably go for another 30 minutes or so. And that'll bring us to around the 2 hour. Yes, we showed those 2 bullies. Yeah, we man. Yeah, no. As I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted. We will probably go another half hour or so. And that'll bring us to the 2 hour stream mark. Considering we've completed technically 4 levels by this point, I wonder if we're able to complete this entire world before, we sign off for today. Oh, yeah, there's our last tree. Yep, bingo. Right, so 2 more levels to play through, and then it's boss time. Will we be able to finish up this entire world before we sign off for the stream? We will find out. I know for a fact we can't 100% the next level, Molten Crater. You do need to come back with the rescued critter, I think, as they put it in like the instruction manual and stuff, in order to fully complete that. So I'll certainly grab as many gems and eggs as I can, but if I'm missing stuff, I'm not going to know if it's from an area I can visit or if I need to go to that other crater area.
Come visit me at the Tiki Lodge.
So I won't make an effort to try and complete this all in this one go right now. Yep. What was that? I hit my head, like rammed it right into right into like a bit of like what would probably be like a gooey substance at best, or just nothing at worst. It's not like I rammed into a rock or something. What was that? Oh, right, padlock chests. So for those, you can't do anything to those without a key.
Rhinox are running rampant around here, but I can't get anyone out of the Tiki Lodge long enough
to do anything about it. Rhinox are running rampant around here, but I can't get anyone out of the Tiki Lodge long enough to do anything about it. I think that was roughly how the line was right in the original game. It's a rough approximation. Hopefully I did it well enough. I don't know. Oh, look at me go. These Indiana Jones posers have nothing on me.
Be sure to keep your friend Sparks the Dragonfly healthy, Spyro. If his health is low, torch a little creature like the slug below me to release a butterfly.
I like how that's like a piece of like tutorial information they're giving you in what would be at least your 3rd level. I'm pretty sure by this point you would have figured it out by now, right? Even as a kid, I think would have figured that out. I mean, it's not that hard just to like flame a sheep in the hovel and get a butterfly. Or to like flame a frog in Sunset Vista, or a duck in Cloud Spires. Like, those 2 areas have enemies, so if you got hit there and then you decide to flame one, I think it would have been pretty easy to see what would have happened. Also, can you say shortest level? Because it literally is. This is the end of the level right here. We've only been here for like a minute or maybe even 2, and we're now just finishing the level, and it's like, okay, fine. Yeah, I guess this level is really just all about its bonus areas more than, you know, the main section itself, because dang, that was just abysmally short. Oh, look. There's the key for that padlock chest. And I can't really make it open far enough. In fact, I can hurt myself. Oh! Oh, dang it. Nope. Now collecting gems is going to be even more of a hassle because I ain't got Sparks to just, you know, grab it for me when I'm just in the proximate area of the gem. I have to actually, you know, go out of my way to make sure I 100% touch it. No! No! Thankfully, when you die, it doesn't reset progression on any eggs or gems you've collected. That would just be way too painful. Dang it, though. Really thought I could just... This is what I get for trying to strong-arm my way through situations, even if I, you know, think that, nah, I probably don't have this, but I'm going to do it anyways. I gotta start listening to myself when I think along those lines. I am not fully reliable. They decided to padlock a place that only had like 10 gems worth of gems. Alright, moneybags.
Just in time. I saw 2 egg thieves run through this door. Well, actually, they paid me to guard their hideout, but
what are you, some kind of mercenary?
I'll let you through the gate to chase them down for
being paid to do various jobs. Yeah, son of...
Thank you, Spyro, and best of luck catching those dastardly egg thieves.
Yeah, man. You deserve that so much more, you greedy.
Are you the dragon looking for all those eggs? Because
I
I
am.
saw a shifty-looking character with one over there.
Over where? Over there. Over there. Over there. So I'm not really good at identifying people who are putting on fake accents all the time. Unless I know, like, the actor and their nationality beforehand. So, like, for instance, Daniel Craig in that Knives Out movie where he's got this really deep southern accent. Like, I know that's fake. And it's kind of comically so in that film. but something like this, I have no idea if these voice actors are Australian or they're just people putting on accents or not, because I don't recognize who their actors are, and I don't recognize Australian accents enough to be able to tell if these guys are putting on fake accents. So if anyone in the comments of the VOD would happen to know if these guys are faking it or if they're real, post something about it. Because that would be some pretty good information to have. And if you can also tell me how to spot like a fake accent, not just with Australian voices, but with anything, that would also be really helpful, really informative. Thank you. Oh boy. It's gonna take me forever to catch up to this guy. Come on, get in there. Get in there. Come on. I feel like jumping slows it down. Doesn't it? Almost fell over the edge of that. Nope. Come on. Come on. Nope. Dang it. It doesn't flame breath until like a second after you stop charging. Come on, Spyro, man. Throw me a bone here, dude. Yeah, there we go. Moira. Well, that's one egg thief down, but two that came, right?
He was really fast. Maybe if I activate the supercharge, you'll be able to catch him.
Sounds like a good plan, man. You know, I would have appreciated if you could have done that with the other guy, too. Would have made catching him even more of an easy task. Whoa. Oh my... What the... Okay. I mean... It worked, didn't it? I won. I got the dude. Yeah, for things like that, you need like either a huge burst of speed, or you need our next critter to bomb things. But I mean, that's incredibly rare, I think. Right, so I think we got everything that we can from this level for now, so back to the hub world. So we might be able to finish this world before heading off for the day. Will we be able to though? Oh, it'll be down to the wire, but I think we can do it. The only thing is though, I know the next world has like 4 bonus areas. I'm pretty sure it's 4.
Yay! My portal is working. I'll see you at the beach.
I'll see you at the beach. To Seashell Shores. Oh yeah, we started out underwater. Or in the original game, Spyro couldn't swim. I was so used to being able to swim in this game that it just kind of caught me off guard when I couldn't in that one, and I think I just took so much damage.
Then they took it for a joyride, and then they smashed it into a big pile of rocks. Oddly enough, the Rhinox failed to see the humor in their actions and stuffed my friends in the jail cell behind you.
You rapscallion. You can't just go ahead taking people's submarines and doing whatever you want with it, even if they are the bad guys. When will you learn? When will you learn? Your actions have consequences. Oh. We've got underwater geese. Oh, come on, man.
If you want a quick summary of your progress in a world, you can press the guidebook button to open the guidebook page for the world you're in.
Yeah, they call it a guidebook. I mean, it was in the original version, to be fair, but does this really look like a book to you? It's more like a check. Oh. 69% emerald the crater. Nice. Nice. Yeah. Oh, they don't make that sound anymore. Hey. Well, that's a shame. I forgot about that. Ah, jeez. What's going on with me this month? Rocks couldn't touch me in Molten Crater, and now they just get the drop on me every time. Jason! Jason! Those old heavy rain knees. Jason! Jeez. Wasn't expecting there to be a Rhinox in that show. Yeah, because I'd like to see that one was empty. Oh. Okay, that dude wasn't even a challenge at all. You could just literally not even go into the path he's throwing this stuff in. What was that a replacement, am I right?
You can hover to get more distance when gliding.
Yes, I remember this from the tutorial hub world, where Hunter was teaching that. Yeah, this is the stupidly difficult jump to make, and I know you can make it from here. You have to make it from here. Just that for whatever reason, it's just hard to. Am I just dumb? Yes, I am. You have to make it from the second step. Ooh, I'm just now realizing the kicker about not completing the last world and probably ending it with just like an odd number or even just an even number of gems means that unless I was paying attention back then, I am not going to know how many gems I need without opening up the guidebook.
I love the smell of singed Rhinoc in the morning.
Bonus Area 1, the Sheila section. Oh, there's the cave. They always try hiding these little allegories from you. But I remember that they exist, so I know to try and look out for them, even I don't remember their exact spots. Thank you, childhood nostalgia. Oof. About 10 more minutes before closing off the stream. Yeah, we're not being the Sunrise Springhome boss before we sign off. We'll finish this level 100%, and then we'll sign off for the day.
We're lighting the bomb now, so just make sure to stomp all those turrets before the fuse runs out, okay?
Sorry, I was talking through the first half of your explanation there. You're gonna have to go through all that again. I know you got bombs, but I don't see what that has to do with anything right now. I know they're lit. I still don't. What? Just take the next 2 minutes to explain to me what I'm needing to do while you have these lit bombs. There. Oh, screw off. Yeah, we did it. Oh no!
Wow, I can't believe I survived that blast. It's a good thing I kept this egg nice and safe in my pocket.
Yeah, not even any burn marks, man. You gotta teach me how to do that. Alright, and provided we didn't miss any gems here, that should be the end of the Sheila section. Tad bit shorter than I remember. That's A-okay. It is A-okay. Oh. Stuck between two. That was good. Oh, I'm sorry. No, there's not 4 bonus areas. There's 3. Still quite a few for any given level. I really think 3 is like the most that they go. Yeah, here's 2. No gems here, but
But instead, I used it
well,
to test our
you'll see.
ultra-high-speed superfluidity tunnel. The good news is that it
How would
made
you
it
do
to
that?
the end of the tunnel
Why would you
without
do
a
that,
scratch.
Sandy?
The bad news is that there's no way to get it back out now.
Yeah, it's a good thing for you that it made it through without a scratch.
The only way to retrieve that egg
Oh, and you just threw an egg in there knowing that that was the case. What the heck were you thinking? Especially when you knew I needed... What I'm doing is wrong, and I know that it's wrong, but I'm gonna do it anyways. For some reason, you need to hit every single Rhinoc on the way there, or else you have to start over. I'm not really sure what. Like, look, I was right there at the egg.
Rhinoc in the tunnel before you can recapture the egg.
Like, what would have prevented me from just grabbing the egg and just hatching right there and then? Why did I need to hit the very last Rhinoc in order to just... It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. There's no good reason for me to hit all these guys, especially when they're just staying in place trying to swim back out. Oh. I guess just because minigame, maybe? I mean, it's fun, don't get me wrong, but that's just... Oh, yes. Yes. Yes, I know, Sandy. Thank you. Thankfully, I don't have to do this again here, but I know that there is another one of these in a level in the last world, I think? Minor spoilers there, but... not really too much.
This egg has
yeah, there we go.
surprisingly good fluid dynamic characteristics. From now on, all of our submarines will be egg-shaped.
I feel like I've heard Sandy's voice somewhere before here, but I can't seem to recall where.
has challenged us to a naval battle. Our speedboat versus his nuclear shark submarine. If we win, we'll
nuclear.
Get Dragon Egg
Okay.
If we lose,
I mean,
we'll
yeah,
have to
no,
spend
I
a
mean,
month doing kitchen
that seems like a fair matchup
What
to
do you
me, you
Do
know,
you wanna
right?
take on Bluto? Okay.
Yeehaw!
Just remember, stay away from the sharp end.
No, I mean, no. Yeah, that sounds about right to me. Alright, you think you can take me on? You can't step up to this? Oh. Oh. Oh, these controls. Oh, no. No. Oh man. They're not like tank controls, but they feel somewhere in that similar kind of ballpark. Oh dear God, no. I don't know how to properly explain them. No! No! Well, I hope you like doing kitchen duty. Alright, come on. Come on.
Bluto the Rhinoc has... What do you say?
Oh, did I just go back in time? Oh, okay, that's my own fault for just being too cocky about things. I really thought I could maybe just, you know, spam missile Pluto here, but no. Oh, come on, man. Yeah, there we go. Oh, no. Ah. When will I learn that my actions have consequences?
Pluto the Rhinoc has 46.
Alright.
Okay.
Now let's just go. Third time's the charm, right? Let's go. We got this time. It's in the bag. Wow, okay. So got like how much was health and he didn't even do anything. Yeah, there we go. That's the ticket.
That's the first time Pluto has ever lost. The dragons must have a ton of talent.
Yeah, no, it's not like you know, it's not like that was my third attempt or anything. No, first try. 1v1 solo, first try. Alright, now to collect the spoils. And yes, that was our third bonus objective. So we should be good, and all we would need to do left is just, you know, finish the level itself. And hopefully we will not be missing any gems. Alright, we still need to find another 38. 736. 35. 4. 33. 32. 31. Okay. 29. Okay. I'm not missing any. No, yes I am. 24. Still not a good number considering we're very close to the end of the level. But no, let's just not really worry about it. Let's just go finish the level, collect all the gems we see along the way, and look, there's a blue one right there. So 19. 19.
My plan worked. That dumb octopus dropped the jail key while he was shaking me. Now I can free my friends.
Nice.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. One of the Rhinocs had this egg in his lunchbox.
Oh, jeez, he was gonna eat it? It's almost as bad as the one Billy Goat about to make the egg he had an omelet. Oh, okay, that's all the eggs. 16, 15, 14, 12. Oh, 11. 10. Okay. That's certainly something. Yes, I'm still missing 10. That's not a good sign, especially with how large a this is. Driving that submarine was a blast. Next time we're going to borrow the Rhinox speedboat. I mean, you have your own. I used to blow up the nuclear submarine that they had. Oh. 9. Oh. There goes the hopes that it was just 2 blues. 7. Alright, that's better. Still feel like it's gonna be a challenge to find these last few, though. Lucked out with those 2 gems. How easily I found those. No telling. For these last few remains. Yeah, better double check Sheila's area. Yeah, not missing any in there. I know she can't, like, dive, so shouldn't have to worry about any being water. Yeah, this area's picked clean. I really don't think I saw any after. Yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah, no, this area seems clean. Yeah, no, it's not gonna be here. So, where are these last few gems? Oh, hold on. No, I see something shiny. Bingo. Alright, so we're just now looking for 2 more somewhere. It's either going to be 2 reds or a single green. My vote is on the former. Not that I want it to be, but because that's just how I know my luck works. Yeah, this perimeter looks pretty empty. Perhaps it's under the water here. Kinda down though. Really have no clue even where it is. I don't know. Looks picked clean to me. And this perimeter looks pretty good too, so... Why am I missing these gems at, man? What? Yeah, it's just 2 more. Picking up gems. It's so satisfying until you were missing 2 left. And then it just becomes a practice in frustration. Not behind the portal. Alright, so I'm gonna say it's not in any of the bonus areas, and it's somewhere here in these in this main section. I'm already like roughly 10 minutes over my time. More the time I really want it to be. I don't want to have to just leave the level early to end the stream. Especially when I'm so close. especially not when I'm so close, man. Yep. Yeah, man, driving the submarine was a blast, especially when we blasted right through the wall. You know what's not a blast though? This stupid last 2 gems. The hunt for these last 2 gems. I can't phrase things properly today. Come on, man. I just want to find these last 2 gems and end this stream at like a reasonable time. There's nothing saying that, you know, I can't just end the stream now. I'm really just doing nothing but posing restrictions on myself here, but all the same, I don't want to go back on them. Come on, just right up there. I need to see if the last 2 gems are perhaps just up here.
Never would have crashed that submarine if Sal hadn't tried a handbrake U-turn during an inverted barrel roll.
I'm sorry. What? What the heck were you guys up to in that submarine? Also, the gems aren't up there, so... balls. Come on, man. Just need to find 2 more. It's just a measly 2. Shouldn't be this hard. Yet it is. Oh my gosh. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it was going to be down to 2 reds. That confirms it, because now we're just looking for 1. It could literally be anywhere. I mean, that one was just hidden in a corner and out of my sight for like the longest while. This other red could just be feasibly just about anywhere is out of sight. Well, if that last red gem has taught me anything, it's that I may still have yet to have gotten all the gems in those bonus areas as well, because the 1 gem could be that tucked away out of my line of sight, then perhaps it's the same, either Sheila's area or the, oh, what was his name, Bluto fight bonus area. So if it turns out this last red gem is Okay. Not seem it tucked away in any corner. So let's 15 minutes over. Oh. No, that's just a really cleared area. It's like a rock or something. Okay. No, I'm fine. Yeah, no. No, it's not here. It's not here. Not unless I'm being really oblivious, but I don't think I am. It's gotta be. No, it's not gonna be in that water aerodynamics tunnel. There isn't anything there. I really don't think it's here either. Now this is just riveting conversation I'm making. You know, where's the gem? Where's the gem? Where's the gem for like 15 minutes? I'm sorry about not having anything more interesting to say, but I mean, I just don't have anything more interesting to say. Yeah, no, it doesn't seem like it's here either. Oh my gosh, yes it was. Yes it was! Like a side alcove, my god! Alright, well, end of the stream, another 20 minutes after I said, but there we go. I'll get back to the hub world. I'll save, if manual saving's a thing here, and then that'll be the end of the stream. Thank you for watching, and I hope you will end up having just a great rest of your day.
Let's head on over to the balloon.
Oh, that's the same icon right there. And when we tune in next time, we'll be facing the Sunrise Spring home boss. Yeah, no, there's no manual saving. Yeah, okay, that was a bad note to end on. No. Alright, let's go again for that. And next time when we stream, we'll be facing off against the Sunrise Spring home boss. So until then, have a good one.